Hello everybody and welcome back to another fun-filled and exciting episode of Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world and I bitch and complain about things that annoy me, bother me, and piss me off. Though today it's going to be a little different. Today it's a positive rant. I'm not angry, I'm not mad, I'm more confused actually. And you're going to know why in a moment. So now, I know a lot of you out there know that I have a tendency to bitch and complain about Nickelodeon when it comes to SpongeBob. Happy place, happy place, happy place, happy place, happy place. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Or Teen Titans Go for Cartoon Network. No. Come on. Stay calm. Stay calm. Okay, there we go. Or, you know, whatever Disney's limping to the damn barn with. They don't know what the hell they're doing either. But recently, though, this one's confused me. Now, I usually bitch about those big three right there, like I usually said. And no, I'm not talking like big three like I'm 30. No, I'm over 30. I'm 31. I'll be 32 in August as of this recording. So, when, I talk about the big three, I'm talking about like Disney, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. The big three annoyances that I put up with, that I know exist. And recently, thanks to YouTube recommending it to me for some unknown reason, damned if I know why, because YouTube doesn't want to market shit to kids, but yet apparently my account, which is not for children, is being told, hey, you might like this. And it's something for kids, apparently. Which, first off, YouTube, look, just because I watch some cartoons, just because I pull up some AMVs, just because I want to, pull up a clip from a show that I watched as a kid, does not mean that I'm a child. It just means I'm doing research. You know damn well that my account is not for children. I cuss like a sailor in these videos, damn it! I cuss like a sailor! I let loose a stream that would make a sailor blush with shame, okay? I guarantee you. If you ever heard the Ray Stevens song, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, recently YouTube recommended a video for me to watch called The Barbarian and the Troll. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like looking at the thumbnail and I'm like, it's puppets. It's puppets. And I'm just, in the corner of my eye, because I was watching an AMV, and it's in the corner of my eye, I'm seeing this, and I'm like, it's a puppet. And curiosity is just getting the better of me. It's like the first episode, full episode, I'm like, it's a puppet. And it's not connecting with me. I'm like, it's a puppet. What? I'm like, fuck it. What the hell is this thing? So I tap on it, as I was on my tablet. I tap on it, and it opens up the episode, and I'm watching this, and I'm like, okay, it's puppets. This is actually kind of good. What the hell? And I'm watching this entire thing. I was just waiting for it to start to suck. Because it's Nickelodeon. It broadcasts like Nickelodeon, and I'm like, but it's Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon doesn't let anything be good if it threatens their yellow god, their yellow piss-covered god. If that thing is threatened, they get pissed. It's like, how in the hell did this exist? And I'm watching this, and I'm like, this is really good. But I have more questions than answers. And I put this up on Twitter. And I put up on Twitter that I'm like, I recently, what the hell is The Barbarian and the Troll? YouTube recommended it to me. I watched it, and I have more questions than I have answers. And they're not good questions. Now, I want to clarify this tweet, because apparently one of the writers responded with the upset smiley face to my tweet. So I clarified this then, by the way, in a retweet, like a few replies, by the way. I clarify what I mean here. This is on Nickelodeon. Okay? As of this recording, on the 17th of April, they're at least 4 episodes into this. How is this good? This is not Nickelodeon quality programming here. This is something Nickelodeon would not want to touch for fear of it killing their yellow piss-covered god. I'm not joking. Anything that threatens SpongeBob in Nickelodeon's eyes is evil. Anything that can corrupt that little yellow bastard is... I love Robot Chicken for teaching me that. Anything that can threaten that freaking abomination to them is horrible. And as I'm watching this, there were one-liners in this that were good one-liners. There were zingers in this that were really good. And I'm like, how in the hell did this get made? And I'm watching it and I'm like, I'm getting some Mr. Meaty vibes. I'm getting some Muppet vibes off of this. I'm like, it's like, I'm picturing this entire thing. I'm like, I'm seriously getting like Muppet vibes. I'm getting Mr. Meaty vibes. I didn't think Greg the Bunny at the time, but apparently one of the people that is that helped make this actually did work on Greg the Bunny, and I'm like, holy shit, I remember Greg the Bunny. I'm like, okay, this is making a lot of sense now. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm seriously getting puppet vibes. I'm getting like a Muppet vibe here. Well, yeah, turns out one of the people producing this thing actually worked for the Jim Henson Company. And I'm like, that explains the puppets! That explains why I'm getting a Muppet vibe here! I'm like, holy shit! The writing was beautiful. The whole story is, I guess, this barbarian, she now has a title, I guess, and she's feared because she's going after those who, I think it was, killed her parents. She's looking for her brother. And the queen, or her boss, decides, I'm taking back your title. I'm taking away your enchanted boots, your crown, and your sword. And it's all in the first fucking 5 minutes. And I'm like, okay. Because she took the crown, she took the boots, disappears, and all of a sudden she goes, she didn't take my sword. Queen pops back up, yoink! Takes the sword, disappears. Dang it. And the serpent that she's trying to kill is just kind of mocking her like, oh yeah, now what are you going to do? She literally takes, I don't know, is it a stalagmite or a stalactite? I can never figure out which one that is. The one that's on the ground, not on the ceiling. Picks it up, just starts beating the shit out of him with that. And it's like, what the hell did you need the sword for? What the hell did you need the boots for? What the hell did you need the crown for? You're looking badass on your own. What the hell you need this shit for? And, of course, it doesn't end with that. It ends with a freaking money shot of her splitting the serpent in two. And this, like, snakes in a can sort of ordeal going off. And I'm like, how the hell did this get made? And I'm like, this is... And I want to say this. I want to stress this. I am impressed with this. I just don't think this is a Nickelodeon program. This is not something that you would imagine Nickelodeon having. This is Nickelodeon's kryptonite, I want to say, because this could affect their piss-colored tampon alternative that is SpongeBob. Thank you, Robot Chicken, again. This is another one I learned from Robot Chicken. Because that's what SpongeBob is just... SpongeBob's a giant joke anymore. Possibly, hopefully getting canceled. I don't know. There's rumor about it, but I don't know. Either way... this thing is just, I'm like, what the hell is this? And I watched it, that was just like the first 5 minutes, like the first 5-6 minutes of this thing. Then you have a troll who guards a bridge. That was his grandfather's bridge. He has to take a toll on the bridge. And there's a little girl and a goat. And the goat headbutts him through the gate after telling him that his song sucked. And honestly... Okay, the song did kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. The song did kind of suck. But, all of a sudden, the goat headbutts him, sends him through the gate, onto the bridge. Her and the little girl walk by. The little girl mocks his ass. The goat goes, you need to go to, like, a goat yoga class or something. Strengthen your core. I felt like I was headbutting cottage cheese or something like that. I'm like, what the hell? Like, you not only got served by the girl, you got served by the goat. What the hell kind of troll are you? And here, oh, dear old dad, the king shows up, and it's like, you must take tolls. This bridge was your grandfather's. It's like, he would have never let this happen. And then the dad's like, maybe I was too easy on you. Maybe I should have let your mother eat you. And I'm like, what the fuck? My mind's just not connecting this. And you have a literal line where the troll goes, well, Mom still gives me barbecue sauce every year as like cologne to put on. She still wants to eat him. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? What is this? I'm just like, I'm getting a kick out of this, but at the same time, after it's all said and done, it's just like, oh, like a bit of time later, the barbarian's sitting in a bar, the troll's trying to perform, the Cyclops is like, look, I really, really don't want to put you on. These people are gonna kill you. And he starts singing his song, and they're ready to kill him, and all of a sudden, these skeleton guys just barge into the door, and it's like, oh, they want the barbarian because some wizard's, like, requesting her to help go on a quest. The freaking owl's there, you know, telling her about the quest. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the owl's a smart ass. The one skeleton's a jackass. The troll beans him over the head with his lute, breaking it, and it's like, okay. And then you have the barbarian just kicking ass and taking names, but she's pissed off because, like, I can do this all on my own. Yeah, I get the whole strong female lead in a TV show, get that, understand it. But you're playing arrogance here against the fire. That's not a good idea. That's like the only thing I can complain about this, other than the fact that this should not be on Nickelodeon. This is too good for Nickelodeon. I mean that 100%. This is way too good for Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon should never have had this in their possession. This is way too good for them. This is something that, like, I mean, I hate to say it, this is something that Cartoon Network probably would have done really well with. Of course, they would have screwed it up too. But I'm just, after I watch this, I'm like, how's Nickelodeon gonna fuck this up? Because the more I'm watching this, the more I'm like, Nickelodeon's gonna fuck this up somehow. They're gonna send this to the Nicktoon graveyard or something. This thing's gonna wind up on Nicktoons in like a month and a half, because it's gonna put SpongeBob into the danger zone, and Nickelodeon's gonna go like, whoa, no, you can't ruin SpongeBob, that's our cash cow. Somebody stop this show. And I'm like, what the hell? It's a good show, but it's too good. It's like it hit the right time. It's not like too early or anything. It's actually perfectly timed because Puppets did well on Nickelodeon. Mr. Meaty was a goddamn good show. Yes, it factored into the gross out humor, and it didn't really. Okay, it was released when Nickelodeon was trying to find itself, for a lesser term of putting it that way, when they were experimenting with new programming. I still liked Pelswick at the time. Mr. Meaty was a good show, as told by Ginger. It was Nickelodeon, I want to say, 2.0. And back then, that was good, save for Cousin Skeeter, which, in all honesty, that's a show that they could have done without. But I digress. And I just didn't like the writing of Cousin Skeeter. I had nothing with the actors. The actors were fine. It was just, the writing was piss poor. I couldn't, if you can't get me into a show, if I can't be lost in it, I can't be like taken to a, wow, this is really cool, or, this is kind of exciting, and I'm watching this, you failed miserably. You failed miserably, and I want to stress that. But I'm like, holy shit, this is good. And as I'm finishing this episode, I'm like, I kind of want to watch the next one. And I'm like, this is really good. And I watched the trailer, and I'm like, this is way too good for Nickelodeon. I mean, way too good. This is something that you would honestly expect them to not have. And I'm shocked that they greenlit this. I'm wondering, was this like Funimation with Interspecies Reviewer? Like, we'll greenlight this, and then, like, what was it, 3 or 4 episodes in, they're like, whoa, no, trying to do a horse thing. Yeah, no, it's like that. It's like that, where it's like, no, this is too good. We can't have this. It'll put SpongeBob in danger. I mean, the Loud House could kick SpongeBob's ass if it really tried. And it did a couple times. But the fact that you're going to have this show, and I'm like, what the hell is this show? It's just that good. So, I mean, if you're out there and you're like one of the writers, like I said, I know one of the writers replied to my tweet. I hope I clarified it. I really do. I haven't checked Twitter yet this morning. I hope that I clarified that I'm not... my questions aren't towards the show. My questions are more towards, why is it on Nickelodeon? This is too good for Nickelodeon. This is not something that Garbage Network deserves. I'm sorry. It's not. This is not something that Garbage Network deserves. This is something that deserves better. And I think that Nickelodeon's going to end up canceling it. I honestly get that feeling. Just, I mean, the ratings are probably good. If they get too good, they'll go, oh, it's in SpongeBob killing range. Not good, not good. And then, yeah, we all know how that song and dance goes. But, still, it's an interesting show. I mean, the troll burns his goddamn bridge, literally. His dad's like, maybe you should just go. And he's like, really? And he just chucks it, he's like going. And all of a sudden the dad's like, you know, oh yeah, alright, fine. And he just kind of looks around like, what is this thing made of? Matchsticks? Because it's like completely lit up in like a couple seconds. I'm like, what the? I was a little shocked at that myself. I'm like, the bridge is on fire. How is the bridge burning that fast? Holy shit. Because the troll wants to be a singer. The barbarian wants to find, I think it's her brother. If I remember right, it's her brother. You have a wizard that I don't know what the fucking wizard's deal is. You have the owl. There's, oh, was it Horace Scrum or something is the wizard. I'm like, look, I get it, like the whole magic Harry Potter bullshit, the owl, the wizard, woo, the troll, woo, the barbarian, whatever. It's an interesting show, but it's too good for Nickelodeon. This feels like something that they would have passed on, given to a different network, and now all of a sudden it's, oh, we have this really good show. Is it better than SpongeBob? Yeah. Cancel it. That's what I think's gonna happen to it, and that's what pisses me off. That's where my questions are. It's like, why Nickelodeon? Why now on Nickelodeon? Is Nickelodeon finally decided it's time to put the little yellow bastard out the pasture? I mean, if it is, please let me know. I have been sitting on a copyright-free song from YouTube's audio library that I will dance to should SpongeBob get canceled. I'm not joking. If SpongeBob gets canceled, ever, I will dance to this song on YouTube. I have it. It's a copyright-free song from their library. I will dance to it. In an actual video, I will dance to SpongeBob being canned. Oh, but you know, that's what I think. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Did you see the Barbarian and the Troll? What do you think? I mean, it pisses me off that it's on Nickelodeon. I think it's too good for Nickelodeon. This is something that's way too good for Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon doesn't deserve this. That Garbage Network does not deserve this good show. Or do you think Nickelodeon deserves it? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.